Hello everyone, welcome along to another episode of Motor Town, and happy Monday to you all. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. I had quite an eventful weekend. It was good. We went to see my dad on Saturday and went to see my mother-in-law on the Sunday. So it was all fun all weekend. But we're here, back in Motor Town, back to the lovely game. I've done a little bit of tidying up. I've parked all my cars across the road. And in this episode, I'm going to actually get some towing level because I did such a good job of it before. This is our Brutus wrecker, which I'd mentioned in the previous episode that I'd gotten, but never actually showed. I've done a few things to it. Wheel spacers, suspension, and put a turbo on it and given it a bit of a paint job. I really like this purple colour. But I'd like to get some of these recoveries done, mainly on this North Island, because as you can see, there's quite a few of them, and I've been neglecting them, and my towing level is only 21, or wrecker experience. I'm really good at wrecking. Really good at wrecking. My wrecker experience should be much higher than that. Well, let's go for the closest one first. I've never used this vehicle before, don't actually know how to use it. So we'll find out on this first one here, which I think is just that BMW there. Shouldn't be too difficult to work out. Seems like a bit of an excessive vehicle to use just to recover a car, but that's fine. Toggle door. That's a big control panel. It's the bit I want. I shouldn't need to winch this car at all. It should just be a case of pick it up. Yeah, that should be fine there. Yeah, that'll be fine. I'll leave that door open as well. This one's literally just going up the street anyway. Seems like it matters where I park as well, so I'll take that into consideration. Because the car's slightly off to the side. So I just need to make sure I'm square to the vehicles I'm recovering. There we go. No bodywork damage, good bit of money. There's 6 grand just for literally going around the corner. And let's go and get our next closest one, which will be this one. It's a rescue request, so this one might be a bit more interesting. My vehicles are over there. They should be fixed. My construction car's dotted around over 10 ton. It looks like it's rolled over. We'll have a look at that in a little while, but let's go and get this first rescue request. And also put the flashy lights on, because of course. So this is almost standard. It still has the smallest engine in it, because I'm financially challenged for the moment. But we will resolve that. I'll get it back over the million mark, and that's not going to be too much hassle. We've got the likes of the dumpy and things like that. They'll be really easy and really quick to make money. I see the mark. Oh, there it is. That shouldn't be too bad. Let's line myself up a little bit, stick my hazards on as well. So this one I think I'll use the winch for. And we'll set it right there. I could winch in to do this, but I pull that over slightly. There we go. Nice and easy. That's probably as easy as it's going to get. Be good to drive the big rotator, I think it's called. I think that'll be great fun. Let's go somewhere about there. No, not a handbrake. Got to remember that handbrake. Let's get my marker off. We're a flat tone. We could probably lift it if we really wanted to, but I don't feel the need to. But it's also worth pointing out, you guys are absolutely awesome. I woke up this morning, checked my YouTube Studio app on my phone, and I have just under 90 subscribers, which is insane because there's been about 15 new subscribers just over the weekend there, which is absolutely amazing to see. So thank you to everyone who has subscribed, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to do so. Now we're feeling the weight a little bit of this one. I also have quite a few comments to read. There's I'll split them up between this episode and the next, but I'll get to them in just a little minute. Because the first one I'm going to respond to is just around the corner, so we'll respond to it with where we're supposed to respond to it as such, with the answer to the question. The little Brutus Wrecker is quite good. It could be done with more weight. I'm being pushed around a little, but that's to be expected, I suppose. So this one's also going to the same place. Where's all the traffic? 1% body damage this time, and 10.5 grand. That's this is decent money. I remember we've been going for 8 minutes for the entire video so far, and I've made a good bit of money. So the first comment relates to the last episode, where XFlashU8075 asked, "Where's the place in the last scene?" I'm guessing you mean the area with that archway that's next to the supermarket there. That is it's one of the plots that I'd bought, and it's just down here. In fact, turn my hazards off now. In fact, it is right there. And all I did was park the cars in the orientation for that thumbnail and the last little bit of the video there. And on the map, as you can see, it's just outside Gangjung. Well, just to the edge of Gangjung. The next comment is from Diamond. No, can't even read that. Diamond Dust Nitro 8456. Who commented saying, "Bro, channel is good. I thought you had more subscribers, high quality videos, etc. Keep up the good stuff." Well, I'm very glad you're enjoying it. I do have another channel which this isn't my first attempt at YouTube or anything like that. I've been doing YouTube for a while, on and off for about 6 years, 6.5 years or so. But my other channel, which is Ghosty Gaming, why are we stuck? How about that doesn't happen? Yeah, Ghosty Gaming is my other channel, and it's got a couple of thousand subscribers on it. It's not uploaded on anywhere near as frequently as this channel. It's also quite different style of content as well. It focuses more on horror sort of genre and survival style games, the likes of Project Zomboid, The Forest, games of that particular nature, 7 Days to Die, things like that. But this type of game didn't really fit on that channel. I was playing lengths of My Garage, which I'm hoping to bring to this channel very soon, and it didn't get a very good reception on that channel, but I think it might get a decent reception on this channel. So if that's something you want to see, let me know in the comments if you want to see really any type of game and what you'd like to see me play. Should I stick to the car-based driving style games on this channel, or do you guys just want to see a little bit of everything? The other thing is my Ghosty Gaming channel was it's been through a few iterations of YouTube itself, and YouTube was not promoting it anymore, shall we say. That's another Brutus Wrecker. We're picking up one of these with one of these. Guess I can't drive through that then. Alright, let's get it into four-low lock. Try and not join them. Oh, I also changed the wheels on this, I forgot to mention that. Something like this. Another rolled over vehicle. I wonder if this one's going to the same garage, or if it's going to where the tow trucks come from. That's not what I wanted. The winch hook. I don't know if we have the grunt to actually roll this over. There we do. Let's cut the cable and get it hooked up and see where it's actually going. Hopefully downhill. This Brutus isn't as good as the other Brutus I've got, the Brutus tanker. I don't think. Oh, come on. There we are. And where are we going with this? Back to the same place. We'll just go cross country. That bush went absolutely flying there. Probably not the best idea. The last time I did these wrecker jobs or recovery jobs, I I picked up a bus from up this way with the little dory wrecker, and I think I rolled that bus about 4 times. Well, okay then. Get back in. Would it be better if I raised this up a little? Or would that just make it worse? It's made my steering worse. But heavy vehicle like this should bring in a decent little bit of money. Let's stick it back into comfort mode. We don't need it in drift mode to drive along the city streets. And this thing is only barely off the ground. I need more parking places. I actually have more cars than this, I just couldn't fit them anywhere here. Braking's easier, but steering is worse. %11 damage, that's okay. Still got 7 grand for it, that's... It's better than nothing. Right, what do we have next? There's nothing out this way, and we've got this one up here. And this one over here. Let's... What's this one? Ooh, that one might be good. 11 ton. That's a big semi truck. That's a Godzilla. What I'll do is I will head over to that one, and I'll see you guys when we get there. I'll stick on a bit of a time lapse because I think I'm gonna come up this way. That's what I'll do, in fact. So I'll be quiet for now, and I'll see you guys when we get a little bit closer. Okay, our target vehicle should be just along here. Hopefully it's not completely wrecked. But another couple of comments here from Mr. Cripps. Says, I love seeing how fast you're growing. I know nothing about the game, but I do know that you're doing great as a YouTuber. I'm enjoying the gameplay, by the way, and the music. Again, very happy that that you're happy. That's why I do what I do. And I'll keep doing it. I absolutely love doing YouTube. It's not just a hobby. It's great fun. How am I gonna get this over? I want it on that other fuel tank. Come on. There we are. This is probably going to get quite badly damaged because it's on his roof, but what can you do? It was almost like I knew what I was doing there. But I'm very glad you're enjoying the content. I'm very much enjoying making the content as well, so that's absolutely awesome to see. And that comment was left on recovery day 31, which the next comment is from Flashiny, who says, I'll let you know that the Dumpy can do coal and iron heavily modified. The Dumpy is so-so, bouncy though. Had to give the centre axle +5 and rear axle +10 to give it enough rake to keep the steers down when climbing the hills, otherwise she will just backflip off of them. Which I fully understand what you mean. It's very bouncy, but it's part of its charm. It's I do like the Dumpy. It's good fun. But yeah, having the back tipped up like that would definitely help the steer. I didn't actually think of doing that myself. But that would be in, obviously for those of you who haven't seen it, that's in reference to the Versus series, well, mini series of videos that I was doing. Well, two. That was talking about how the which truck would be better for doing the coal, and it was between the Jamusi semi-truck, the Jamusi dump truck, the Atlas dump truck, and the Dumpy. And ultimately I ended up picking the Dumpy as the king of coal, as I dubbed it. Which seems to be what most people actually agree with. Where's this one? 1.4 miles. Where's this going? Down to the tow truck dealership. I can do that. This is going to be a struggle. Should be okay once we get it on the road. Getting to the road's going to be the fun part though. But yeah, the Dumpy ultimately won the day, but the Dumpy I have is not fully modified. I need to do something about this. It's lifting my my back axle. That's making it worse. We'll try that. My Dumpy will get more modified as time goes on, but for now it's not done yet. But it did manage to do the coal. Probably the easiest. It's the best all-rounder out of the four of them, in my opinion. But thanks for the tip there. That's I will give that a shot on my Dumpy and see if it helps any. Anyone got any suggestions for how to stop this, or do I just need a bigger recovery truck? Because this truck's pushing me around. It's got 18% damage on it already, and I don't know how much of that is from it crashing into me or from me rolling it over back onto its wheels. It doesn't seem to be getting any more damage on it every time I spin, but that could just be absolute coincidence. But there are still a few more comments to go through, but I will do them in tomorrow's episode, because I'm recording this episode and tomorrow's episode back to back, because I like to stay about a day ahead. Makes it easier for the weekends because I don't record on the weekends. I pre-record for the weekends. But I'm recording this episode on the same day that it comes out. So I'll be doing this one and the next one back to back. So I'll get to the rest of the comments in the next episode. So if you've left me one and you're wondering why I've not spoken about it yet, I will. Don't worry. And it's also worth pointing out, if you want a shout out or you have any tips, tricks, hints, or opinions, then leave them in the comments section down below, and we'll talk about them on a future video. I also have a Discord while I'm doing this whole bit. The link to the Discord is in the video descriptions. So if you haven't already jumped over to Discord, head over there. We're slowly building a good little community there. And there's a page dedicated just to Motortown and things like that, so you can have a chat with myself and other gamers. And in the future I'm hoping to set up a Motortown server and actually play the game with a lot of you guys. Don't know exactly when that'll happen yet, but hopefully it'll happen soon. And then you guys will be able to actually appear in videos and things like that, because I'll be recording everything on that server. Don't hit that fence. Now, it's still got 18% damage, so I'm going to assume it got damage rolling it over. 8 grand. I kind of wanted more than that, but that's fine. There's the big rotator. Very expensive, $680,000 that costs, but that thing is an absolute beast. So, as for the vehicles that I own that trailer. I own that as I'm in it. I own the other Brutus because I used it for an off-road video, but I don't own these three. So I'd like to own these three. In fact, I will own these three very soon. In fact, and that will just leave that one big rotator left to get for this episode. Well, this dealership. I was going to say episode. It's not an episode. I'd like, for those of you who don't know, if you're just joining into this video and haven't seen the rest of the series, I want to own everything. Every plot, every house, every garage, every car, truck, bus, absolutely everything. Every trailer. I want to own the entirety of the things you can own in this game. That's sort of like our ultimate goal. And we are getting there. We've got around 30 vehicles so far, and I think 4 or 5 plots of land. And you might have noticed in the bottom right when I'm outside the vehicle, I've got a blueprint there. That's for the garage that will be being built in an upcoming episode. I haven't gotten to it yet. I haven't found a plot that works for it yet, but that's the intention, is to build the garage somewhere. I've already spent the money on the garage, I just need the plot. I suppose I could turn my lights off. I can keep my beacons on because there's never a reason to not have beacons on. I mean, at least where I'm from, running about with amber beacons on when you're not causing a hazard is in itself causing a hazard, and you can get in trouble from the police for it. But given the rest of my driving, I think having the orange beacons on is the least of my concerns. Yeah, I'm gonna T-bone that, haven't I? Whoops. Well, at least I know I'll have a recovery later. Barely damaged mine, but he's having a bad day. Right, this next one is a box truck, and it looks like it was on its wheels. That's a start. It's also on a hill though. Just try and line up relatively straight on with it. And we'll lower the boom down this time. Wish it was a bit quicker, but yeah, it's okay. Oh, that's for that one. Let's see if I can hook it from there. I can. Do we have the grunt to get up here? No. Need to put it in 4 lock. Let's grab a screenshot of this. And get this one delivered. I shouldn't need it in 4 lock now, just keep it in 4 high. 4-wheel drive is always better. This one doesn't seem to be pushing the truck around really at all. So I barely can tell it's on the back, and it's maybe just because of where I've got the boom. But we'll get this delivered and see how we're doing for wrecker level. This one currently has no damage on it. I'd like to keep it that way. So it's going to be my first perfect recovery. Even with a spin, still counts as a perfect recovery in my opinion. There we are, Tinger, that's the best one yet. Probably purely because we didn't break this one. However, let's have a look here. We are now record level 25, which is something. It's absolutely something. We used half a tank of fuel doing 10 miles, which is also something. But that is where I'm going to leave this episode for today, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to leave a like on this video. If you're new to the channel, you can, of course, subscribe as the gearbox disappears behind. And also you can share this video with your friends and on Facebook and all those cool places. That would be very helpful to the channel. We're growing at an awesome rate, so let's keep that ball rolling. It's absolutely amazing to see, and I cannot thank you guys enough for getting that to happen, because it's entirely you guys that's doing that. So thank you very, very much for subscribing to the channel. And as I mentioned before, there's a link to Discord in the description below the video. I'd appreciate it if you could jump over there if you so wish, and join in on our slowly growing little community over there, and hopefully be involved in a Motortown server in the future. And I will see you guys in the next episode, which will of course be tomorrow. Thank you all very kindly for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.